It's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Brent, this should be a very intriguing matchup. Both these teams feature some very athletic players.
Well, if we get out in transition, Kevin, there's definitely some top 10 moments that are going to come up. A bunch of high flyers on both of these rosters, and we expect to see a lot of airtime from these players tonight.
Now, here's Avdia. 6 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here is Edwards. Has to go Gobert. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Good.
And don't let Edwards' his position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Edwards can't hit.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Down low. Here's Avdia. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Outside for Randall. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. That one misses for Randall. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Here's Randall. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From downtown, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 8. Takes the 3. Second chance effort. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Ayton. He's got 8. Outside, Avdia. And Ayton throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Right side, Avdia. for three. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Back to Simons. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Minnesota making a switch here.
Substitution report.
Timberwolves trail by 12. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Henderson. Outside, Avdia. Portland no good that time either. Fast break, here they come. McDaniels in the post. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Ayton. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
Trailblazers, 18.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Blazers?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Now, here's Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now, here's McDaniels. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Make some noise.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Dillingham.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Henderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. He has yet to score.
For DiVincenzo coming into the league, wanting to prove that he belongs, he's done more than that. It's about building his confidence now.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The Bad Boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Buries it from three-point range.
DiVincenzo saying, I got that too.
To the right side. Outside, Avdia. No good on the 3. Minnesota with the ball. Inside, on the wing, DiVincenzo. From the line. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Trailblazers leading by 11. And Ayton throws it down.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Now Dillingham. Still scoreless.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 13-point game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
And Portland with another turnover here. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. Outside Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
That one goes in. Henderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Avdija hits it from three-point range. Avdija's got 7 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Here's Edwards. Avdija with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's the drive. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And so it's Portland with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
He can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Pass to Benton. And it's good, 2 points. Benton's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now, here's Sharp. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Sharp's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Here's Edwards. Can't cash in from the high post.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Grant outside. Williams a screen. Sharp with it. Now defended by Randall. 5 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have a presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Now here's Randall. Over Williams. The shot. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Grant outside. It's Williams, high post. Out to the right wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it cook.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And he can't jam it through. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Portland. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. .131 left here in the third quarter. Outside for Randall. There's the three. Drains the three-pointer. Randall's got 7.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Here's Reed. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 17. On its way from Clark for 2. Walker with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, for a bigger guy, Randall really has some tricky handle, and he'll throw off the defense.
To the inside. Outside for Murray. Here's Rupert. Pass to Walker. 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Murray. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come.
26.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Portland leading by 15. Here's Rupert. Off target from three-point range.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Fades away. The Trailblazers pull it in. They led the game at 1 point by 20. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Rupert. This one for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Trailblazers leading by 19. To the middle. Here's Reith. Pass to Thibault. Outside for Murray. Here's the teardrop. And the basket is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Minnesota. Outside Conley. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Here's Reith. Gobert pulls it in. Left side, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Walker's shot is off. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. That's a 2 from Randall. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Walker with a clean look. It's good from long range. Walker's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Steps back. Edwards inside. Stolen by Walker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Thibault for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards inside. And stolen by Thibault. Pass to Reith. Shoots over McDaniel. And the shot by Reith, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love it. Wow. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Rupert. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Walker. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here now is Thibault. Murray way outside. Portland again missing. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.